The learned panel here's all done its time in high-performance racing cars. Scafey's had to go in a Group C sports car. He had to go in a Jordan Formula 1 car. Bradley's had to go in an Audi sports car. I've had my dabbles here and there, some pretty quick stuff. But our next guest had the drive of a lifetime in Melbourne last week when he got to drive Jenson Button's McLaren Vodafone Mercedes Formula 1 car, and they swapped. In fact, Jenson Button got to drive the V8 supercar, and this is a little bit of a window on what the future might look like when we get to the Gold Coast later in the year, because a lot of international drivers are going to be having a run. Joining us on the line from Team Vodafone, Jamie Whincup. G'day, Jamie.
Hey guys, I'm still on a bit of a high, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll bet you are. What an awesome opportunity to drive basically the premier device in automotive in the automotive industry at the moment. It'd just be awesome.
Yeah, if I was to pick a car, any car in the whole world that I could drive, it'd be a Formula 1 car, and it would probably be a 2008 McLaren, believe it or not, because that was the last year before I started really ripping the wings off them, and the McLaren won the championship. So just a Vodafone Australia initiative, and as I said on the day, it's pretty much one of my top 3 ambitions to do before I die, and just an insanely good experience.
Jamie, when I drove the R8 Audi, I found that for me it was the carbon brakes that made such a difference, and just the ground effects. Acceleration didn't really kill me, but stopping at 300 k's at 300 metres at Adelaide, and then jumping this thing and stopping at 90 metres from 360 k's, that must have been an amazing feeling the first time you'd experienced it.
Yeah, without doubt. The brakes and the cornering grip are unbelievable. But the biggest thing for me, which is quite different from all the other people I've spoken to who have driven quick cars, was just the pure horsepower. Like, you hit your foot on the throttle, and it just fired me so hard back in the seat. Like, my helmet was hard up against the headrest, and I was able to do that 4 or 5 times over the lap. But I can completely understand what you're saying, Bradley. Once you get past the point where you normally brake in a V8 supercar, it's sort of unknown territory there. And then, of course, when you pull 7th gear as well, you go into another new world as well.
Jamie, it's Mark Scaife. I remember when I drove the Jordan, I said it was like an Arnott's biscuit with an outboard on it. It went so hard. But mate, I'm interested in you. You said you got your top 3 items, top 3 things you wanted to do. What are the other 2? Driving a Formula 1 car was one of them.
Well, I was just trying to put it into perspective what it meant to me, and the other 2 that I can think of is flying an F-18 fighter jet, right, and going into space for a day or so. So
Bradley lives out there most of the time. Ask him what he's like.
Come and spend a little bit of time with me. My whole new world is amazing.
What did Jenson think of the touring car? What did he think of driving the Holden?
Yeah, like you're laughing thinking that, he's going to feel it's a massive downspec, but he really enjoyed driving the car. Like, I spoke to him after all the media had gone and had a chat to him and his dad, and he had a ball. Yeah, I couldn't believe the amount of V8 supercar racing those guys watch and the interest they show, and that whole crazy concept with Indy, with the international drivers, trust me, that went through all of Europe. All the drivers over there know about what's going on at Indy for us this year. So, no, he's massively interested, and he said himself that one day, after Formula 1, he'd love to come out and do Bathurst.
Well, that'd certainly be fantastic to get somebody of that calibre to come out and do Mount Panorama. Might open his eyes a little bit. It's not quite like those Herman Tilke designed circuits those blokes spend half their lives on. Jamie, thanks for talking to us today. Congratulations on having the run in the McLaren.